The Indian Institutes of Technology are the realization of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru's vision of providing scientists and technologists of the highest caliber to build a self-reliant nation. One of the 8 new IITs, IIT Gandhinagar, was inaugurated on the 2nd of August 2008 in Gujarat. Gujarat has culturally a very rich heritage. It is known for its architecture, textiles, embroidery, festivals, and block printing. In 1960, when the Indian state of Bombay was split into 2 states, Maharashtra and Gujarat, it was proposed that a new capital city be constructed. The new city was named Gandhinagar, after the father of the nation, Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, a Mahatma himself. Gandhinagar is spread on the banks of the Sabarmati River. This city is the greenest capital in the whole of Asia.
My first passion, of course, IIT Kanpur being the alma mater, I care about it. But I care much more about the larger India and also the IIT, the technical education. That's why I became like president of Pan IIT from its inception, just to see if together we can make a bigger difference.
I'm at the phase in my career where I think what we do for others probably matters more.
The first time I went to IIT Gandhinagar just about a week ago, and I expected it to be sort of a little shack and a few people running around and probably a few cows here or there. Instead, the building was actually really nice. Given it's been only about a year, they managed to do a very good job of getting a really auditorium, the labs. Actually, hostels are really nice. I was really jealous. I was jealous because not only my days they were very different, but even compared to what exists in other places, so I can compare it to some of the new hostels in IIT Bombay.
And I think the leadership, what I have seen that has been done before Sudhir Jain came, and now that he's there full time, that he has made sure that all aspects of a student's life, the faculty needs from an education and curriculum standpoint, the emotional needs, the physical facilities, furniture in the dorm.
Dr. Sudhir Jain is a very dynamic person. I got to see him in action. When he took over as Dean of Resource Planning for Alumni Affairs, he first went to Caltech and just saw how did they manage the resource planning and alumni affairs. He learned from them. He took actually elaborate notes. He shared them with me, how to get students to do the calling, what kind of setup to use, what areas to focus on. He implemented at IIT Kanpur. Our donation base went up from 100 donors a year to over 1,000 donors a year. An amount of donations, small, big, they all went up. He was able to establish 30 chairs, unheard of, over $100,000 donation from the alumni. He met them one-on-one. We had large meetings. For the first time, we were doing things as they should be done, as the best are doing.
The first time when I met Sudhir, and Sudhir actually flew down from Kanpur to IIT Bombay to meet with me. He had an enormous passion. And what we shared was exactly this vision, the vision of building next generation of IITs, next generations of world-class institutes for India.
IIT Gandhinagar is trying to be different from other IITs in the sense that we would like to learn from the experiences of the original IITs. Original IITs were set up at a time when India's confidence in science and technology, India's confidence in economy, India's confidence in its place in the world was much lower than what it is today. The communications were much poorer, the aspirations were much lower. We also did not have the kind of experience at the time in terms of higher education that we have today. So I see IIT Gandhinagar as providing a tremendous opportunity to build up this experience of 50 years of the existing old IIT system.
What I'm trying to envision is an IIT which eventually brings big smiles to the face faces of the common Indians. So I think somehow the connectivity of the older IITs with the average Indian hasn't been too great.
To me, as well as to some of my colleagues, it represents the grit of the nation, the resolve of the nation for technical excellence and for excellence in the pursuit of science and technology.
So our teaching program started from the two opposite ends, the 12th class pass undergraduate teaching and the PhD program. And we have been able to recruit several PhD students, very interested people.
We are now in the process of organizing a workshop on research, which is slated to take place here on 29th of the month. And we are inviting top-ranking people from across the country to come here and to guide us in whatever we want to do in the direction of strengthening research and creating an institution which is strong in research as well.
One of my students is working on wind energy, so then other student on power system protection, the third candidate is working on transformer diagnostics.
Working on power transformer, I am trying to identify incipient faults occurring in the power transformer.
I have joined here IIT Gandhinagar for my PhD program, and I'm doing research on wind power, and it's like I need to fine tune and converge to my topic where I need to work on the problem. It's again on the wind power.
I thought doing PhD was always a dream, and what better place could I get apart from IIT. I'm sure this is going to be a good beginning for me, and along with the organization, because this is an upcoming organization, an upcoming institute, you have more scope, more liberty, the bureaucratic procedures are comparatively lesser, and there's a warmth.
IIT Bombay has been extremely supportive of us. In fact, they have done a great job in putting very good people to help start IIT Gandhinagar.
The team from IIT Bombay has visited the different districts of Gujarat, and finally they have considered Vishwakarma Government University as a center for the Indian Institute of Gandhinagar, and within 2 months they would like to start the first batch of 2008-9 in this Gandhinagar.
We also had a lot of brainstorming at IIT Bombay and the mentoring institution within the first few months of its starting. And